I don't have any sound.
Gabs before. Global Gab is a series created by myself and Jody, my amazing colleague at the festival. And the idea is to have those little like casual, fun, informal conversations that are cross-cultural, so we can like share notes on fun topics. Single session is about a completely new topic, completely two different countries, two different people. And then there's also a follow-up sort of bonus topic to talk about later. But today, the main topic is, as you can see from the image that we're sharing with you, there's 3 dishes and 3 snacks from their home countries. And I am ready. I'm gonna be so hungry after all of this, y'all. I'm gonna definitely need all the recipes, but I am ready, and I think our audiences are ready to hear about all of y'all delicious foods. How about we start with Rio?
Wow, okay. So 3 dishes first, right? Let me share the things I've made. So this one is a pork hock with hand-pulled noodles and some bok choy. So, you know, in Thai food wise, it's a collection of a lot of different, very, very different cultures coming together. So everywhere around the borders of Thailand eventually will cross path down in Bangkok. So for this one, it's pork hock that has been braised for at least 12 hours in different sauces. And the other thing I've made so far too was the pork neck with some vermicelli. So this one is a grilled pork neck that I grilled with, you know, staple in Thai cuisine. It's like lemongrass, fish sauce, garlic. Yeah, so there's that. The vermicelli is easily found in any Thai or any Asian market at all. You just have to submerge it into water a little bit before you boil it. But if you talk about what is so Thai in dish terms, I think that the thing when you're out and about and you're like, I don't know what to eat, most people will be like, oh my God, in America at least, all I've ever heard was like, oh, you should just try, just do chicken fingers or whatever. But in Thai, if you are out of options and you forgot to like think about what you want for lunch, the default, especially in Bangkok, is actually pad kapao, which is stir-fry holy basil. It comes in chicken, it comes in beef, it comes in tofu if you're vegan or vegetarian, and you eat it with rice. But the staple really is that you need to have as well the fried egg. I like it just like sunny side up so that the egg yolk sort of like submerges into the rice. But yeah, so this one, it has holy basil, soy sauce, chili, garlic, peppers, and that's it. It's so simple, which is also why people always just default to it. But yeah, that is 3 dishes that, you know, I make at home, as well as when I'm out, I do go out and grab this. But however, with pad kapao, you see this actually in a lot of Thai restaurants, and I could never fathom myself eating this dish at a Thai restaurant here in USA, because it's $10 here minimum, or more than that, right? But at home, it's like $1.50 to have this entire dish. So I can never pull myself together and be like, I'll have this at a restaurant. Yeah.
อืม
Yeah.
In that image that you
You're
showed us, was that the vermicelli?
the kapow, the kapow.
Oh, right. Okay,
So
cool.
yes, so
Yeah,
this
yeah,
thing, one second. So this guy, I'm talking about this one,
gotcha.
is what people usually share. Whereas the vermicelli, this one, it's more local. I haven't seen it around here,
Uh-huh.
but yeah.
Well, then I'll do I dare thinking of cooking one of those dishes tonight? I don't know. Maybe.
It's
I
it's
might be.
easy. Don't worry about it. It's super easy.
Okay. Could you do me and everyone a favor and type down the names of those dishes in the chat? So just in case they want
Totally.
to look them up later. Cool.
Totally.
Thank you, Rio. This is delicious. Sarah, I'm ready to move to Lebanon. I Yeah, just go for it. I know I'm gonna have desserts for later. Tonight's not gonna be a good night for my tummy because it's gonna be extra happy and I won't be happy in the morning. But go for it.
Prepare yourself. So I wanted to make something, but I was extremely busy today. So I went to my favorite sweet shop in Astoria, and I got Knefeo. I bet you know what knefe is, Sanma, right? Wait, I'm gonna show it more to the audience.
I do. I'm quite, I mean, I love Knefe. I will just say that I'm quite sure, like how every country and every culture has something that they do a little bit differently than the other culture that gives that cake or amazing taste. So I'm so happy to hear a little bit about how you make your Knefe, or as you call it Knefe, we call it Kunefa, but I'm gonna go with your Knefe because we're doing Lebanon. So
yeah, so that's not actually how it looks in Lebanon. It comes in like a bagelish bread with sesame, and you put it inside of the bread, and it's like it would be like dripping with cheese and semolina. It's heaven, but it's like 5,000 calories. So, but yeah, people usually have it for either breakfast or as dessert. I would say mine is the bread for dessert. But yeah, that's what my grandpa would bring at 6 in the morning. He was an early bird, so he would knock on our door at like 6 a.m. and everyone would be sleeping, and either my mom or dad would have to go and get the door for him, and then he would come in with like tons of knife, and I'm like sleeping, and he's like, wake up, I got food, and I'm like, it's too early for this shit, but okay, knife, I'm up, I'm ready.
yeah,
So,
Knefe for breakfast. I've never heard of that, and yet it sounds
oh,
absolutely wonderful and delicious. I mean, yeah, no, it's
mm.
I have a weird relationship with breakfast anyway, so but Knefe for breakfast
How do you
is
have it
something
in
I've never heard
Egypt?
before. So how do we make it? Oh, I'm not the person to.
No, when do you have it in Egypt? Just as a dessert?
Oh no, it's the dessert, but definitely, around Ramadan, this is when most desserts come out anyway. So, yeah, just
Yeah.
dessert and Ramadan. We don't have any other specific occasion. It's just around throughout the whole year. Do you
So
can you explain to the people a little bit about the flavor, and also do you I know inside you put cream, but do you sometimes put variations of what's the word? Nuts or
yeah,
cheese or
this one particularly has pistachio on top, and inside. So the top of it, like on top of the topping, there's the red or brownish crust is made of semolina and tons of sugar and butter, either butter or what do you call it? The semne? How do you say that? Anyway, just
Semne is either ghee or
yeah,
margarine, depending on.
yeah. And then yeah, inside is cheese with more butter and fat, and it tastes. Oh wait, it smells so delicious. I don't know. The texture is gooey, but also like crunchy. So it's perfect. It's perfection.
Yeah. No, it is. I attest to that, and unfortunately, I do. What else do you have for us from Lebanon?
Okay.
I know you haven't made anything else. I know you're just showing us right now, but yes, please.
Yalla, give me a moment.
Of course, I'm not making kunefa for dinner or breakfast.
Yeah, it's a little tricky, but it's doable.
Say that, but internally you want to, I bet.
Oh, internally, I want to eat it all the time. I think what I did during this Ramadan, I had the amount of kunefa that I had this Ramadan is probably more than the amount that I had the last 6 years since I moved to the US, or 7 years. Like, it was like,
was it homemade?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, people were quarantining and experimenting.
I haven't had it in such a long time because there's a lot of sugar, but I was like, today is the day. Even if I'm anti-sugar, and I think that sugar is a conspiracy from capitalism to keep us stupid. But yes, I'm gonna share it with my roommate. So the next meal is fette. Fette is such a nutritious meal, and you usually have it at restaurants in Lebanon that usually sell hummus and fool, which is fava beans, like, and all the variations of these that come together because like they can, like, you can mix them together. You have like chickpeas in beans shape, or hummus, or chickpeas with tahini. Like, so these shops are really specialized in all these mixtures and variations of chickpeas and fava beans, and it's usually just delicious. They leave their chickpeas or beans simmering overnight on low heat, and it just becomes just so yummy. And then they spice it up with cumin and paprika or different kind of spices. But fette is made of chickpeas under the yogurt, and then you can make you can fry a little bit of pine nuts or almonds in butter, and then you put that on top of the yogurt, and then you toast some pita bread, and you crack it up, and you sprinkle it on top, and it's just so good. It's so good. I believe it also has cumin in it, and you can add. So this is a vegetarian version, but you can also add lamb. Yeah, it's delicious. It's filled with proteins, and yeah, it's low fat too. So I mean, minus the butter, but oh my god, the toasted pine nuts make it just so
sorry, is it different than the Syrian feta, or is it like just like it? Because yes,
I believe it's the same. Yeah,
it's the same. Cool. Because you know that, again, I don't know the details, but if you come to Egypt, you have to be very specific about it, because feta in Egypt is similar but very different.
Okay. How is it different? I'm curious.
I can't. Okay. It doesn't have yogurt.
Oh, okay.
Which, for example, I know that I love about this feta. Yours feta, as I say it. Great. Oh,
it's very fresh, and like the mixture of like the warm chickpeas with the cold yogurt, and like
then with the crunchy pita bread in it when it's yep. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna think about it now. Let's move on to the meal after that.
Oh, me as well. Okay, sorry. I thought.
Oh, that's okay. No, because Rio.
Oh wait.
All right, we're gonna. Rio.
You did 3.
I thought you shared 2. Did you share 3? I'm sorry.
No, Rio went through all of them, but I do have actually follow-up questions.
Yeah.
After we're done with the mouth-watering stage, because honestly, I want to just get done with it. Let's.
So next is. I don't need to be giving you a heart attack. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm homesick. I think that's.
Have you ever tried falafel? No? Okay.
Oh.
No. Okay, you can find it. You can find it in New York, at Middle Eastern restaurants or food carts around Central Park and whatnot. I mean, it's not as good, but still. Falafel is also made of chickpeas. Man, chickpeas is just so versatile. I love chickpeas. And it also has parsley, onions, what else? Cumin, salt, a little bit of lemon and olive oil, and you can. I make it at home actually, but I don't deep fry it, which is how it's commonly devoured. I usually bake it just because it's healthy. I don't also eat fried stuff. And what's on top is a tahini. Tahini is also, I don't know, man. Like we have so many yummy flavors in the Middle East. It's just incredible. So tahini, this version of tahini is mixed with lemon and salt and a little bit of water to dilute it. But yeah, so we usually roll it in a pita bread with tomatoes and mint and lifit, which is pickled radish, and
it's turnips, pickled turnips.
Turnips, got it.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And
I learned it the hard way.
Like 3 dishes.
Nice. Oh, they're really delicious. And okay, so yeah, Rio, are there any special occasions that you eat any of the dishes that you showed us today? Or
all the time. All the time. It's just like it's not really special occasions. Like I said before, the pat grapau is really like a, what do I have for lunch today? I don't know. Let's just have grapau, right? So it's very common. And the rest of the time, there's in Thai, it's like there are certain times when there used to be a what do the royals eat versus what do other people eat.
Yes.
Right? But then nowadays it's like, well, this recipe is from the royal palace, but now you can eat it too. Yay.
Oh. Okay. All right. Sarah, we spoke a little bit about that, but are there like, aside from kunefa, are there any of the other meals that have special occasions that you eat them? Then Lebanon, do you celebrate a certain occasion with a specific meal?
No, basically when my mom cooks every day, my God, she has an 8 to 5 job every day, and then she comes home and then she cooks. Okay. She's a Wonder Woman. And so whenever she's lazy on Saturday because she doesn't work over the weekend, and she's like, I don't feel like cooking anything. Do you want to eat falafel? So we would go and buy falafel together. But as for like a national occasion, no, they're very common.
Cool. Thank you for that. All right. Well, those were. Oh, Ria, what are you gonna cook tonight?
Who first?
Me first?
Yeah.
What am I gonna cook tonight? I don't know. I'm gonna see if I have any of the ingredients and maybe do the vermicelli one. Because I have a lot of vermicelli and I love vermicelli. So yes, I'm going to try. We'll see.
It's easy.
See. I believe you. I believe you. I take my time in the kitchen, and then I don't know why, but yes, I'll give that one a try. So
Great.
Now your turn. What are you gonna make for dinner?
I think I will make grapau, but then I do have some squid left. So I'll, instead of doing the normal grapau, I'll actually make a squid version for dinner. Yeah. You can stir fry anything with grapau. It's extremely versatile.
Oh, wow.
Can you send me your address? I mean, you make these and you take these beautiful photos, and you're always cooking fancy stuff. So I think I really need your address.
Yeah. Ria, do you mind if I share your
Yes.
Cool. I was gonna say I was gonna share the pictures, your pictures to the group, but I'll do that in a bit.
Oh, like this one here.
Wow.
Yeah. See, there you go. That's
Yeah, just like marinate it with some oyster sauce, with some fish sauce, some chili, and then lemongrass, and then you just roast it or grill if you have a grill. Yeah.
grilled. I love grilled. Definitely grilled would be the way to go for me.
See, the thing is that these things actually were grilled over a charcoal grill, which makes that flavor so much more intense. Yeah, that's the hard thing you can't really find in America.
That's true. You can't find charcoal grill. Well, unless you have an open space. Rooftop?
Right.
Maybe?
Yeah, possible.
Maybe. Okay, so we're going to have a party. Are there any, you always asking a question, are there specific Thai places that you recommend in the city? Sarah, same to you for Lebanon, but Rio first.
Oh, me first? Okay. Well, to me, if you're in Manhattan, right, I think Uncle Boon sister or Thai diner down in closer to Chinatown is good. The and also in Hell's Kitchen there is a lot which is amazing. But if not, there's several places that I can't name right now, but they're all in Queens. So if you would like to venture out to Queens, I'm sure you'll find plenty.
It's amazing how you can find amazing food in Queens, and it's usually the authentic food.
Yes.
In different parts of Queens, of course, depending on what food you're looking for. Thank you for those recommendations. Well, hopefully when the world opens up, we can go to those restaurants.
There's a wonderful, I live in Queens. Yay! And there's a really, really yummy Thai place right outside of my place that I resort to whenever I'm like hungry but don't have the energy to cook. And it is authentic. It's like incredible. As for Lebanese restaurants, I've only been to one, I believe, and it's in Lower Manhattan. It's called Beledi.
Yes.
We'll type it out for you guys. And it's nice. It's good quality and not super overpriced. It is overpriced, like as Ryu just said. Compared to back home, it's like expensive. Like but it's yummy and their menu is pretty diverse too. They cover a big range, and I really like the environment of the place. They have like dimmed lights. I mean, now with COVID, I don't know what they're doing, but they have a nice selection of wines, and also they have Lebanese wines and Lebanese beer. Nice. So yeah, it's a cool place.
Cool. So local throughout.
I think it's on 13th Street and Second Avenue.
Yeah, it's 13th and First, I think.
First, okay. Oh, you've been. Cool. Okay.
I've been. First day of Ramadan. This is where we mostly meet. Awesome. And okay, we can end. I have two other questions about like the amazing dishes that you showed us today, but we can jump to the bonus question, or it's actually up to you both. Do you want to talk a little bit more about those dishes and cuisines from your hometown, or do you want to talk about the other topic?
I have both ready to go, so whatever Sarah wants.
Awesome. Sarah?
Yeah. Let's talk about the snacks. I was excited about this.
About what?
The snacks, no? Isn't that the two options that we got to keep talking about food or
the snacks? Yes. Okay, yes. Cool. Let's do snacks. Okay. We're gonna do one snack and one snack. We're gonna ping pong it to each other. Rio, what are the snacks that you like from your home? It could be a snack that you had when you were a child or as a grown up, or anything.
So this is pork rinds, right? And pork rinds are delicious because they're so fat and they're so crispy. It originated up northern Thailand, and it comes with all of these different kinds of dips, and you can find over 50 different kinds of dips. This is literally our chips and salsa, like for Americans. This is what chicken salsa could look like.
Gotcha.
But you know, so many different kinds of dips available, and I love it. There was a story. There's a story that the princess of Thailand actually also loves having pork rinds, but whenever she's hosting dinner and then she has pork rinds, her apparently her dentures create such a loud noise while eating pork rinds that she had to stop having them at these royal parties because people are like, it's really loud. I'm like, yes, it's really loud. It's pork rind. It's crispy. Of course it's gonna be loud. Don't mind me. Can you imagine having celery, but really loudly, or more like with crisps, right? There are times when you're like, that noise.
Yeah.
Being a very loud Yep.
I love it though. I feel it adds so much to the eating experience to like hear the food that you're chewing as well.
They do, absolutely. So that's my one snack, and I just love to dig out on it.
It sounds like I can't imagine having to give up my favorite snack because it's loud. I can't. Happy. But yeah, it looks delicious, and the dip looks really good too. Like the salsa, but the dip looks amazing.
Yeah. It's like, you know, different. Let me share it again so I can explain the different ones currently that I had showing. So this one, the green one is literally green peppers has been roasted, right? And then there's some fermented fish in it, and a lot of fried garlic sometimes, but that's what it is. And it's like you roast the pepper, it gets a little bit mushy, but it's so delicious. Whereas the other one actually has shrimp and tomatoes. So that is, shrimp, tomatoes, some oil. What else is in there? Of course, red peppers. And spring onions. So those are the two that we can share with you here on this photo right now. And just don't go out on a date afterwards because it's like the smell of fermented fish probably will linger to you a little.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine personally. If like you're going out, that's the one thing though. The one thing about me is that if you can't handle heat, I can't date you. Like, don't be a white boy who can only do spice level 1. Like that's not
you mean heat and food? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, food needs to be spicy. Okay, nice. I wanna try that the green pepper dip.
You should.
And the mushiness comes from the green from the green pepper being like, gotcha. So it's not like there's anything added to it. Amazing.
Oh no.
From the green pepper water. Wow. Thank you for sharing that. Sarah.
So yeah, to honor my American friend, Stuart, who really loves this, I'm gonna show you Mahmoud. So Mahmoud, it's funny. Rio has his like own photos. It's amazing. And now my resource is Google. So yeah, or Bing in this case. But so dates are filled with mamul are either filled with dates, pistachios, or walnuts. And yes, so this right here is a wooden mold that's how it's usually made. The dough is filled with fats, and it's just so. It's also made of semolina actually, which is the same material that knefe is made of.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Oh, you see those mamuli? Wait. You see that? The packaged one? My dad used to get them all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I know mamul. I thought it was a brand. I didn't know it was an actual.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have them in Egypt?
Well, in that form. Like they're date cookies, and I thought Mahmoud was the name of a brand, but we don't make it like I'm presuming. No, continue talking about this. Like continue talking about like the occasion where You eat this, when do you eat it, or every day?
I feel it exists in all sweets shops around the year, but it is mostly made and eaten over Easter. That's how Christians celebrate. Basically lots of women get together, like all the neighbors get together, and they make dough and roll it and prepare the filling beforehand, because also the filling is a mixture of dates with like you either have to like take the pits out of the dates and then turn it into a dough, and same with the pistachios and walnuts. I believe that the pistachios and walnuts are mixed with sugar. And so it's a fiesta. But yeah, you can find it anytime around the year. So
nice.
It's so yummy.
I did not have them when I was in Lebanon, but the packaged ones that I've had in Egypt were really good.
Yeah, and you can find them around Middle Eastern shops here in New York too.
Again, in Queens. Where
Brooklyn.
Or Brooklyn, yeah. But I feel Queens now. I feel Queens whenever I want to go there, I need to go with a car or something, because by the time, like, if I can never go into one of those stores and buy one thing. Like, I get in there and I'm like, I want to buy everything, and I'm like, oh wait, I have to be on the train with all that stuff. Oops, sorry, can't. Not gonna take anything. So maybe we need to like plan a road trip there, with like a big van, all of us, so we can buy all the amazing food and ingredients.
Yeah. Or I'll invite you over once this stops. And
Rio can take us to many of the Thai restaurants that are awesome over there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nice. So, Sara, what's your second snack? Rio, I was confused. The first one that you showed us, that is like just like one snack like, I know it has 3 elements, but is it like one snack?
Just
Great.
one snack.
I'm ready for your second snack.
So my second snack will be, one second, let me pull it up. So this is where it gets interesting. This is where I'm Thai, but I'm also Thai Chinese. So I do have Chinese roots as well. So in a lot of the markets, especially certain wet markets in Thailand, you'll see that there are desserts everywhere. And the thing I always get at these markets, which I then made myself, is actually sesame balls. So these sesame balls are boiled, and so I made this stop motion myself. And these things are boiled in ginger soup, right? And then you can either have it hot or cold. I often have it warm, even though it's humid out and whatnot. And inside it is black sesame. Once you cut into it, and the half of it, and then you put it. Once you cut half into it, you'll see that the sesame actually would disperse into the soup. And with this dispersion, it just makes the soup so much more flavorful. But yeah, so this is like a Thai Chinese-esque kind of snack that I would have. Even though it's in soup, it's still a snack, because you probably have like 2 to 3 balls for a snack for like before dinner or like at 3 p.m. or whatnot. I actually had this one.
Yeah.
The balls is actually just glutinous rice and rice. So it's the 2 of them together, and then you mix it with water, and that's it. That's all you need. And then the inside is black sesame that has been mixed with often palm sugar or brown sugar. So yeah, so that's the only 2 things you need for this, ginger soup sesame ball.
Ginger soup. Is it like, because you said Thai, is it like a Thai Chinese fusion, or is it, or?
I think it's actually, it definitely sprouted from the Chinese culture, but it's been in every single Thai restaurant afterwards because of that paste. That paste also shows up in other desserts and other kind of like snacking desserts, because it's glutinous rice. So sticky rice is a very Thai ingredients.
I think I've had it at a Chinese restaurant with sweet beans, filled with sweet beans. Is that it? Is that the same?
Yeah. Similar, yeah.
I forget, what's it called again?
I call it sesame balls.
I like the sesame variation for sure.
which takes me to my next snack, which is tahini, which is made of sesame. It's pure sesame paste.
I also did not know that.
So
I just eat the things without asking what are they made of.
As long as you're not allergic, that's great.
Exactly. Yeah.
So this is sesame, which is what the falafel sauce is made of. But you can turn it into a snack by mixing it with carob molasses or grape molasses, and it turns like kind of hard, and then you eat it with pita bread, so it becomes a dessert. And yeah, sesame.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. One of the two things I've been craving from back home ever since Corona started. This and another cheese sandwich. Nice. This all looks amazing and delicious. And I wish we have time to do the third snack, but I don't think we do, because I would like you to talk a little bit about you as an artist. Why did you move here? We don't have a lot of time, but if we can like do this in 3 minutes, that would be amazing. Or like 5 minutes, both of us, that would be great. And please share the very last snack in the chat so that people can experiment making them or buying them. Cool. Rio, can you tell us your journey, the kind of work you do, why you're here, what inspired you to do that?
Right. So like for me, you know, Thailand has a lot of censorship for sure. And censorship really means that the government does shut down a lot of productions, right? And with that shutdown, I was kind of forced to do more devised work. And devised work for me really was like, it's very physical theater work. And that's where it started. And because of that, because of seeing more physical theater work, I was really introduced to like, what does visual provide, right? In terms of what theater is, you know, so this is on my website. But yeah, so we do a lot. Sorry, what?
You've designed these?
Yes.
Productions?
Yes. So, yes.
Rio, this is
so on my website is available. But yeah, so a lot of, for me, it's like what I aspire to really is like, what is the visual things and how we tell a story via that visual. Not saying that we don't need actors, we do need actors, but I feel like there is also a statement to be had as an artist, as a set designer and a costume designer. And it says a lot by just looking at this one image, you know, one image, one picture says 1,000 words, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, to me, that's how I got into set design and why I'm here, because there's not a lot of actual set designers back home who's able to come out to the United States. And I was very lucky to be able to be here, and has been here for the past 8 years, from undergrad till grad school till now, and met a lot of wonderful people. And I'm very, very grateful and very privileged to be here doing that.
It's amazing. The work that you do looks wonderful. I mean, it's breathtaking.
Thank
you. Thank you. Keep doing it. Please.
I'll try.
Sarah, tell us a little bit about your artistic journey.
Yeah, so I came to New York 4 years ago, and I studied at Adler. I wanted, I guess, more I wanted to have like a solid acting training, because I did that for a bit before coming here. That was also my undergrad in Lebanon, theater and acting. And yeah, I guess I wanted to, you know, master my craft better, which I certainly got out of my training at Adler. And I love the acting scene, especially in New York, because it's incredibly diverse. And I created a theater company with my classmates from Adler, and it's really very international, and we collaborate with even more international artists. And I guess I would love to, you know, just keep collaborating with people to tell stories that are truthful and joyful at the same time, and that explores the human condition.
Mm-hmm.
I think stories are very healing to many, and yeah, I like to. I mean, now everything is shut down, but I would like to take shows to underprivileged places like prisons or senior homes or schools in neighborhoods that don't have the means to go watch theater or art. And yeah, and I really love to do theater for little kids as well. I think, or with them, they really inspire me with their creativity and their imagination that doesn't stop. It just doesn't. Like they just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I would hope when things open up again, to just keep. I mean, I'm at the moment I'm writing and also creating stuff, and I'm always devising work, but I would like to uh, dig deeper if I get to stay in the US, because I'm currently applying for my artist visa. But if I get to stay, I would like to learn more about the industry, how it works, audition more, and yeah, just see where that.
Well, I'm sure, I mean, I hope that you keep on doing that work, and I'm sure the New York scene is going to learn a lot from just being around someone that wants to do, like, that believes in storytelling to be a healing power as it is, because that's what it is. That's why we do what we do. Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, both of you, for this amazing and delicious conversation. I'm going to try and experiment with food tonight. Fingers crossed that I don't burn anything. Rakkulchon from Thailand. Again, I'm reminding everyone, set and costume designer. His website looked amazing, so I'd say please check it out. Bitar from Lebanon, actor. Please share with us, maybe if you have a website for your international theater company, that'd be awesome. Thank you again for being around us tonight, with us today. And
yeah, also both Salma and I are also performing on Saturday at 3 p.m. So you can check that out on the website.
We are, and for everyone who's watching, and both of you, Kataminia is going to be on in exactly 15 minutes, so we have to go and check it out. This performance is happening in Brooklyn live, and we get the chance to live stream it. So join us there, and thank you for being part of the festival.
Yeah,
thank you for having us.
Thank you. Bye.